Hey, everybody. Good morning. I hope you're having a great day so far. Depending on where you are in the world, it's 12:15 on the East Coast, 9:15 to our friends on the West Coast. Thanks for joining us. Today, we want to talk about some really positive eco news. And, a lot of our eco news, it has a dark side to it, too, because it's solving a problem. So we do talk a little bit about problems, but really, we're here to talk about solutions because positivity can be our only path to a forward solution. Now, right now, as we all know, we are in a actual food crisis. Now, I wanted to share with you, this is from the, here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go, everybody. So this is from the World Food Program. And what this is explaining to us, and this is a big problem that we have here. 1 in 74 countries, 343 million people are facing acute hunger. We have exceptionally high numbers of people in our own country, in America, that have food instability and food insecurity. There are way more children than our country should have for how much wealth we have, that have food instability. Now, why is this? The problem is the means of creating what is traditional food is really, really bad for the environment. So the good news is scientists have been hard at work and have found a way to make protein from mushrooms, and this may actually solve our food crisis. Now, do you like mushrooms? I'm really curious. So let's find out where you're tuning in from. Sierra and I are over here on the East Coast right now, and we'd love to know where you're from. We've got friends all over the world and always excited to see everybody here. So, all right, let's talk about this food crisis. So we know there's not enough to go around, and that is that is a big issue that we have. The majority of these emissions come from beef farming. So a lot of us know, farming for beef creates a lot of problems. There's a lot of water used. There is a lot of agriculture used. There's a lot of emissions that are created, not to mention the cruelty of what happens and the cruelty of farming itself, of cattle farming especially. So this is a major issue. So the cattle, for example, now on a practical thing, they'll say, okay, it takes 18 months to reach the harvest size, which is a horrible thing that they say, but that means actually that they're still very young. Think about that. 18 months, if you're eating beef, you're eating baby. That's really not good, but they do it because they're trying to pump out and make as much money as they can. So there's a lot of cruelty involved in trying to produce as much beef as possible, but it is really heavy. Look, we all know there's a water crisis. It takes 1,800 gallons approximately for 1 pound of meat. And they say about 468 gallons for 1 pound of this mushroom beef instead. So it makes a huge difference. So there's another impact. Another aspect of it is that doing this mushroom process creates 84% less carbon dioxide than, say, chicken production. So it's a really amazing thing. And they're growing and growing and growing in the way that they're able to do this. So it's all natural. It comes from mushrooms. And I'm curious, like I said, who likes mushrooms? I'm just starting to get into them. Sierra's a big fan of them, and we're learning more and more about them. And they're so healthy, and they have so many benefits. So many benefits. They are incredible, not to mention the communication that they have and the importance to our earth and the importance to our bodies as well. Now, again, go back to meat and dairy farming. This is a major problem for our earth, not a solution. It occupies over 30% of the Earth's surface. That's a huge amount of taking of our resources for a few companies to profit. We don't have any stake in that. And it generates about 20% of all the greenhouse gases. So if we can eliminate the greenhouse gases, free up a bunch of earth, stop torturing and killing animals, it seems like a win-win, I think. Um, now, of course, there's all these different types of proteins, but the best one is, the fact that they have made this in the lab. They're starting to do it, but it's everywhere already. There's always been mushroom burgers. There's portobello burgers. As a matter of fact, we're going to try these. We got some lion's mane mushroom burger. I have no idea the brand. We've never tried it, but it's vegan. And these are the kind of things that maybe we can start to transition to and be part of the solution. So again, very, very exciting news. We've got a way that they're finding to actually produce a mass amount of food, and not only a mass amount of food, but a variety of food from mushrooms. So, this is really, really incredible. And the growth needs of mushrooms are very small. We can do vertical farming. I'd like to know what you guys think about that. And look at that. Mushrooms growing uses 90% less water than animal ag. So why do we have animal ag still? Excuse me. Is it tradition? Is that what it is? I mean, if you think about it, a lot of resistance to change comes from tradition. And that tradition is often seen as a culture, like, for example, fishermen. Fishermen are a culture, they're a lot of times their families have been fishing for a long time. And that stems from a time when, it was a different world. A lot of things weren't advanced and available, although there's been vegans all throughout history. The accessibility to it is brand new. So, we got to think about that. There are these cultures, so there's always going to be a resistance to change. But, you start up some mushroom farmers, and then they pass it down, and next thing you know, the mushroom farmers 4 generations down will be like, hands off our mushrooms. So things change. There's nobody out there that is like, has the local blacksmith shop to forage a sword for you. So, things can change, and we need to change. And all the changes are based on earth. For a long time, problems shaped the world. Wars, leaders, all these things. Now what's going to shape it is needs of all. What do we need? We're running out of water. We're running out of food. We have an overpopulation crisis. And we have a group of people now that think we're not populated enough. And now we're going to really tip the scales. It's really good if you own businesses and you're going to profit off mass amounts of consumption. But it's really not healthy. It's really not healthy at all. And not to mention the problems with beef in general. The way that it can really affect your cholesterol, all these different aspects of your body. And it's over lobbied. So it's over advertised to people, and it's subsidized. Why are we subsidizing unhealthy food? Wow. Oh, sorry. I had a little surprise, actually. Hold on one sec. Come here, baby. All right, here we go. This is my co-host today. This is Sally. And she just surprised me and grabbed my coffee. I think she thought it was water, and she was hoping it would be some coffee. So let's do it for Sally's sake. Sally would know. Eat the mushrooms. It's the way to go. Save the earth. Save the environment. Okay. Thank you, Sally. Okay, here we go. That was funny. Totally surprised. Sorry, all zoned in, and all of a sudden, somebody was knocking my coffee mug into my sarong. I know we all have that story, right? The cat knocked the coffee into my sarong. Next thing I know, my live goes awry. Okay. So anyway, back to it. I'm glad we got to introduce everybody to Sally. She's a sweetheart. Okay, guys. So let me know. What do you think about mushrooms as a replacement for beef? And what is your go-to plant-based protein when you're avoiding animal products? Because right now, we have to remember that the solutions for the planet are the same as the good solutions for our bodies, same as the good solutions for our health. And the healthier and the cleaner you eat, the healthier and the cleaner you feel, and the healthier and cleaner your mind is. So This is an amazing solution that they have found. It's good, positive eco news. Let me know, would you want to try a mushroom burger? Exactly. Would you be open to trying these, knowing that they come from natural and are all natural and can do nothing but health? Yeah, let me know. And also, I'm really curious because I'm starting out with mushrooms. Give me some recipes. Throw us some ideas. How can we incorporate some mushrooms into our daily meals? Because even if we don't need to eat the mushroom version of meat, mushroom versions of food could stabilize all of our food security. And food insecurity is one of the leading problems in almost every country that we've traveled to. And one other way that it happens, food insecurity, let's say you live in areas that are out in the country and used to have resources. Let's say you are, like, for example, in the Amazon jungle, these guys would just eat off the land. That's no longer available due to all the poisoning of the water, mercury poisoning. All the fish are gone. The fisheries have collapsed. There are so many problems down there for them. So food insecurity drives everybody to the city. Suddenly you have overpopulated cities and they all think the food security is there. Then the rates change and there's more food insecurity. We have children going to bed today that haven't eaten. So we need a solution because what we have is not working. Just not working. And pretty much anybody can tell you that, just looking around. We don't need to be afraid of our paper straws exploding. We need to be afraid of the fact that we're allowing children to starve for somebody else's profit. So this beef, this old animal ag, I don't know. To me, it doesn't make sense. Maybe it made sense in the 14th century. Let's move on. We have a lot more people to feed and we need to get healthier. Because we are looking at generations of effects. Pretty much everybody's got these heart disease, got cholesterol issues. There is too much comfortability with I'm sick, give me the pill. And in reality, we should be looking at what's making us sick instead of looking at what might make us feel a little bit better while we're going through it. Let's go to the source, which is exactly what they're doing. And these mushroom foods will be an amazing step forward. So curious to see, like I said, what everybody thinks. Hope you're having a great day, staying nice and full, and maybe, if all goes well, enjoying some mushrooms. So yeah, give us some recipes. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for more positive eco news. Have a great day.